What's up, y'all? Tania B here. I appreciate everyone who has been watching my vids, and if you're brand new to my channel, what's up? All right. So, I have certain situations like very early on for myself that was indicators that I may have a little issues, and I didn't quite really understand because they were so subtle. It was like a gentle type of message for me that I ignored. Not even for the other person, but for myself. Within myself, it was telling me like, "Hey, you probably got some jealousy or little controlling issues going on," before I actually revealed them to my partner. And so three different situations from three different partners, okay? And this was all in the very beginning stages of the relationships, maybe like within the first week, 2 weeks ish of us, talking, dating, and stuff like that. Okay, so one of them, all right, where I knew, I was like, dang, maybe like I'm a little jealous. Okay, so I remember her and I, we was like talking, like we had a good time or whatever. And I remember I picked her up from work, right? And this is probably within like the first, like I said, like maybe like a week or so. Okay, she was at work and I picked her up from work, and like I haven't seen her, probably in a couple of days. Okay, and as we were in the car, I was like excited to see her and stuff like that. And then that's when I noticed that she was just on her phone like the whole time as I was driving. And I'm just like, the fuck? Like, dang, yo. You're not even like really trying to talk and stuff. Like, if I was talking or whatever, like they was just kind of like, yeah, yeah, yeah. And just like really, to me, it felt like was not paying me no attention. I guess I was just like seeking for attention. And I accepted that in my relationships. Now I know I can give my own self attention when I feel like I need attention. Okay, when you feel like you're needing attention, it's because you're not giving yourself enough attention to your own self. And that's one thing that I have realized after I did a lot of self reflection within my relationships. And so that was one of my first subtle indicators that, hey, I may be a little jealous because she's not paying attention to me, or whoever she's looking at, or whatever the case may be. Maybe she's talking to another person. I don't know. I have no idea what they was doing on their phone. Two, dang, I might be a little controlling because I want to say, get off your phone. But I know for myself, and maybe you too, don't really show too much crazy in the very beginning. Like they say, when you first date someone, you're meeting their representative, you're not actually meeting the person. Okay, so I still had some self-control, but it still didn't dawn on me like, hey, this is going to escalate. But that was my first indicator from that particular relationship that issues was probably going to arise. Now, another one was, I remember when we ended up, one of my past girlfriends or whatever, we ended up going to a museum, okay? And we was having a great time. Like, oh my gosh, me and her, this was maybe about 2 weeks in the relationship, okay? I don't know about y'all, but for me, it's kind of like you talk, boom, now you're in a relationship. It's crazy. I can't do that no more, okay? But anyways, we went to the museum and we was having like a great time. And then that's when she was about to be doing like some type of event or whatever, and she wanted to invite somebody. And so the security guard was there. And to me, okay, yes, she looked like she was gay, okay? And so they was just talking, like I was kind of like in the background, looking at stuff, trying to be on my best behavior because we brand new with each other, right? But I'm still looking, and I'm just like, it just looked like they just having a time of their life. Like they knew each other forever. I'm just like, damn, yo. I just felt myself just getting jealous. And it felt weird for me. Like it didn't feel right. It didn't feel good because in an instant I went from like happy to like, gee, what the fuck? But I didn't show her that. But she still felt it after we left the museum and stuff like that. Like she was still on her high. My whole mood changed. I didn't like that. I was acting like that. However, I cannot deny the fact that it wasn't jealousy. we didn't speak about or anything like that. I kind of shook it off a little bit, but it was still in the back of my mind. Like, damn, I actually felt like, damn, I hope that girl don't come, because they probably going to be all giggly gaga and shit, you know what I'm saying, at the event. But hey, this is my truth, and I'm just letting you all know the reason for this video is to, one, share my story, but to also maybe help you, support you if you are freshly in a relationship, or maybe you already been in a relationship for a while and you have seen certain signs within yourself that you probably need to work on. That maybe, hey, maybe I need to express them to this person that, look, I got some unresolved issues going on. I don't think you should stay. I mean, you probably won't say that. I mean, I know I didn't say that shit because I didn't realize it back then until after a while, years have happened and I've done a lot of inner work to help me get where I'm at right now. So another situation, right, was when I remember I was talking to this girl. And over the summertime, I actually went out of the state. And so we were just talking on the phone because we only met one time. And so we was just talking, we was just vibing. I'm like, all right, cool. I come back in like 2 months, blah, blah, blah. And so when I get back to where both of us live, and I remember like, it was probably like 2:00 in the morning, she picked me up and we was about to just take a little ride or whatever, because we haven't seen each other in a while. We was just talking on the phone for a long time. And so as we in like the beginning, as we was just talking and blah blah blah, and we parked the car, and then that's when she was just saying like, yeah, I was like, wow, I'm surprised you was up. She's like, yeah, I just left such and such house. And I was like, well, who is that? And she was like, oh, it was my ex-girlfriend. So I'm just thinking like, huh? Like, you just left your ex-girlfriend house and now you with me? I'm just like, shit, I low-key felt like I was your girlfriend. For real, for real. I mean, she did become my girlfriend, but damn. So, like I said, it was still fresh, so I couldn't show my crazy or whatever, even though I didn't know I was crazy, but I guess I knew I was crazy, like, subconsciously or some shit. And so I just had to just keep my cool. And I was like, oh, all right, like, are y'all still messing around or something? And she was like, oh no, we're just friends. Like, we're just super cool, super cool. It's like, yeah, I'm sure it's super cool, being at their house at 2 a.m. in the morning and then come see me. But anyways, it's all good though. It's all good, because what it have shown me now, looking back at it, is that you will come to terms with certain things that the way how you was acting is not appropriate. Your body will show you, your actions, your feelings, your emotions will show you all the things that still needs to be worked on. Now, in my relationships, I have said some crazy stuff out my mouth. Like, I've done some crazy stuff out my mouth. Like, it was times when my mouth had no filter and I would just say some of the most ridiculous things. And then, like, I just totally just act like I ain't never say it. And I just want to be back in that happy mood. It was crazy, y'all. Look, my channel is all about really, intimate violence when it comes in your relationship. And it's not all about just physical violence. Like, yes, me and my lovers, yes, we have gotten to like some physical fights. But a lot of this was like a lot of verbal stuff, that was just, and that shit hurt, on both ends. It's not that I was the only one who was doing all of, like the abusing and stuff like that. I got that shit too, okay? I'm just doing it from the angle because, like I said in previous videos, it seemed like it's really not that much support when it comes to from the perpetrator, from the actual abuser. And because I was very heavily involved on that end, I want to talk about that, because this stuff is not okay. It's not okay. But look, when you are in the beginning of stages and like you are feeling some type of way, those are indicators that, hey, this shit may escalate. Okay. One thing that my mentor said, I probably will always remember this. And she said, how to never have a problem again. And the first thing is, you will get a message. Okay, so the message will be like very gentle, just how my message was in those 3 situations. They was very gentle. Like, I felt like just feeling that I haven't felt before, jealousy. And a lot of times, like, I didn't feel it, especially the first time. I didn't know that I was a jealous person because I just never felt it before. I never really dated anybody. Like, I just had people I was talking to, but nothing ever serious. Okay. So the first thing is the message. You will get the message. Okay. Next, you will get the lesson. So it will be a little bit louder. You know, every situation is different, but the theme is the same. It will be a lesson that will happen. So it may be a little more pluck, you know, like your higher self is trying to let you know something's going on. If you ignore that, then hey, you're going to get the message. Okay. So, I mean, not the message, forgive me. It's going to turn into a problem. So it's going to be the message, the lesson, and then it's going to be a problem. Okay. So that's when you hit the problem. And if you ignore the problem, and then boom, you're going to hit chaos. All right. And then after chaos, you're going to hit catastrophe. Nah, I don't know if I actually hit catastrophe. I think I was probably on the cusp of chaos and catastrophe, but no, I don't think I really hit catastrophe in my relationships, but I definitely felt like I had hit definitely probably in the chaos part. Like, I feel like I definitely hit up there. Okay. But yeah, so that's how to like actually never have a problem again, is because you listen to the first thing, which you know is the message. And I didn't listen to myself, and a lot of that shit escalated into some very hurtful situations that I'm not happy about. However, if I never went through those type of situations, I would have never had this channel, and I would have never, you know, been having people reach out to me. Like, I didn't know. I mean, I wanted to help people, but sometimes you just do it and just see what happens. And like, I definitely appreciate people who have been reaching out to me, you know, because this channel is helping them in some way. So that's the end of my video. So just be mindful of the things that pop up for you in the very beginning stages, because those are strong indicators that is probably going to escalate if you're not careful and you don't nip it in the bud. Me, I didn't nip it in the bud because I was just stubborn and hard-headed. But I pray for you, you know, that you will have more strength than I did, okay, to nip that stuff in the bud and to be, you know, spiritually mature enough to handle the situation, unlike I was, okay, because I really didn't know. So that's why I'm just letting you know about my experiences and hope that it may be a different route for you. Okay. Just like how I get help from my mentors and certain things because I hear them say it. I won't do. Sometimes I probably will, because like I said, sometimes I can be stubborn, but I'm working on that. But all right, guys, I appreciate each and every one of you who watched this vid. Definitely hit the like button if you found some value. If not, it's totally cool. I know I'm not for everybody. Also, subscribe if you want to be up to date with my vids, and also reach out to me. I'm at 248-7 That's 248-7 if you want to see if we vibe with each other and we can see if we can work with each other. All right, guys, I love you. Keep loving yourself, baby. And listen to those subtle messages, okay? I'm telling you, they can be lifesavers if you take heed. I wish I did. For real, for real. All right, guys. Peace.